approach these games and play how you want to play. It's always nice to watch other people and get some ideas and see what you can do to. See, yeah, that's horrible. That's probably one of the most worst moments right there. That Penny getting grabbed by Emma, dropped onto a Penny minefield. Horrible. And welcome back, everybody, to the Texas Miler. It's great to be here. It's great to be recording with you all today as we get back to some Marvel Rivals, and we're getting back to some of our tank gameplay today. And honestly, one of the most fun I've had on a tank in a little bit. Right now, I'm kind of bouncing between Thor and Captain America. So today's video is going to be Thor, and it's probably going to be a very rather short video because I've been using Thor in ranked, and I realized I'm like, oh shoot, I'm literally one game away from getting Thor to Lord. And I was like, I want to do a video on it before we get him to Lord because he's gone through some reworks a little bit. He's got a little bit of some buffs. His dash is definitely much better. He does some good damage, and just the way people are utilizing Thor is really fun. I think he's one of the tanks I have the most amount of fun playing. And so maybe as we are about to get to season 6 of Marvel Rivals at the time I'm recording this, you may find some details, maybe some hints, and maybe some tips to utilize Thor that you maybe need in comp or just even in gameplay. I've genuinely enjoyed playing Thor, and you can kind of see maybe from my first video of playing as Thor that I've kind of changed the way I play with him a little bit now that I know how he works, but also as I've adapted to the game a little bit, and also how I've come to just understand just how these kind of games work. You know, I have a little bit of experience in Overwatch and stuff like that, but you know, this is one of those games that I've had to really adjust to, and it's been a lot of fun. I've had a great time, and so I need to get a video for Captain America here real soon because he's also about halfway to getting to Lord right now on Centurion, and he'll probably be in my next tank after Thor getting to Lord. And then, I mean, I've been playing a lot of Rogue currently, but Deadpool's about to come out. We'll see where he's going to be fitting into this scheme and just going from there. But like I said, well, let's get started, get ready for some gameplay today. Again, we are playing as Thor in this video, and as you can tell, so I am literally like 1 minute away from 60 points. So I will literally be getting Thor in this next game, just playing 1 minute of him. But we'll probably play like maybe 3 or 4 matches, kind of show you how I utilize him, how my gameplay with him has changed, the way he could be utilized, and maybe just seeing, you know, my perspective on how to utilize him in certain matchups and things, and see what you kind of think about how to utilize him yourself on it. So let's get some games going. I'm super excited. I love this game very much, and it's one that I will say I just find myself always coming back to. But I thoroughly do enjoy it. I thoroughly do. I need to also turn off. I need to turn off voice chat. That way we don't have some random voices coming in. Now, I have been playing a lot of Thor that I've actually begun to basically get almost every skin of him in the game. So he's pretty fun. He's pretty fun. I honestly couldn't tell you if I had a favorite. I do really love this skin of Thor, Love and Thunder, even though I haven't seen the movie yet. But he's just such a fun time. I genuinely enjoy playing as Thor. And he's definitely some of the most fun I've had on tank. I think Captain America's up there. I think even Rogue is getting up there for me. I really enjoy playing Rogue. I feel like maybe I'm much more, I love being that, you know, in their face. I love brawling. I love that kind of aspect. It's a reason why I think I love like Daredevil. Daredevil's been a big DPS player for me right now. And so there's just so many things where it's just like, oh, these guys are so much fun. Now, so there are some changes to like characters like Thor, where basically, I mean, I can kind of like 180 and kidnap some tanks or people in this game now. Now, depending on how you want to utilize Thor, it depends on you. It just depends if you want to be more aggressive with him, or you're trying to be more aggressive, if you want to stay back, maybe protect the back line a little bit. Now, I'm imagining I'm solo tanking this right now because I don't see anybody else. I am solo tanking this, so I have to be a little bit more careful how I'm using that and how I'm playing, because, you know, especially with Emma and Rogue, unfortunately, with CC, we are a little bit prone to it. So this isn't the greatest matchup to go against right now. Now, this is maybe more... Because of the DPS we have, I could probably be focusing more on the back line. Like this Luna here that just unfortunately happened to cross my path. And Psylocke that were in our back line here. Okay, now what we probably don't want to do is deal with a Widow combo here. But now Thor is also one of those. He does one of the most amount of damage as a tank. When he's in his awakened state. His damage is incredible. He does, if you can get some good combos going with him, you can really do a lot of damage with Thor. And honestly, really, I feel like dominate. Sometimes from my experience, especially with ranked, again, it all just depends the kind of teams you're going against. I mean, I can understand he's probably better for matchups with, he's better for matchups where you're not solo tanking. But at least I could get them to utilize that. See, like with Rogue, unfortunately, we are absolutely just being grabbed by Rogue. Apparently, I can't hit my target. But with CC, we're going to be very susceptible to all this damage and grabs by Rogue, by Emma. I'm trying to think who else. Penny has been really big this season too, so even against a Penny, Thor's a little bit tough to maintain, but if you can have some reliant DPS is what I've learned, it's pretty nice. And again, this is just from my experience. I'm no professional at these kind of games. I don't claim to be. I still have a lot to learn. And, you know, even now, flyers are not our best thing to go against here. Because we can only do so much against flyers. You know, because we can only get that close to them and then we're falling down. So we're not like a strange... We don't really... We can some ways go for that with our awakened state, but... And of course, we don't have any way to really defend ourselves as Thor. So we are very much like... Anything we experience... Anything we're going to encounter. But if you can hit your marks with that awakened state, oh man, you do so much damage. And, of course, even throwing your hammer. But I'm going to come back here a little bit. So now it looks like we at least have a mag with us, which is very helpful. Because also, that means I can have a little bit more leeway to attack a little bit differently and not have to worry about being on the front line for my my team, because now I can kind of get back here and I can really cause some mayhem in their back line and really disorient their team from regrouping. One thing I want to get better with is like being able to grab people with my hammer and just like take them away from their team. That's the one thing I definitely want to improve on. And if you could do that as a Thor, oh man, like you're going to be causing mayhem. But even here, you know, a Widow, if I can hit her, oh, I am struggling. But, you know, it's one of those things like, again, 1v1 against a Thor, it's not easy. Why did you grab mag? 1v1ing a Thor, it's tough, I feel. And if they can hit their shots better than me, good luck. Because, again, Thor provides one of the best, like, damage for any tank in the game. And I've seen that with some Thors, you can just absolutely dominate a lobby based on how you play. And what I've learned playing Thor, I love being very aggressive with him. I love being aggressive. I love being able to attack the back line. I knew he would. I felt he was coming. Thought I heard him, but I was like, I don't think this guy will do that, right? Should have thought better. But you know, I've gone against some Wolverines. They can be a pain. It really just depends how much they focus you. I've had some games where they were really a nuisance. I've had some games where it was kind of just like, you know what, I'm fine. Even a little bit the same of, I don't really have a way to defend that, and I got Wolverine on my butt. There we go. And, oh, Widow gone. Never mind. All right. Yeah, I mean, Widow's honestly a lot of, Thor is really a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun with the guy. And I'm glad that I'm so glad he got through some reworks. I'm glad he got a little bit of buff. Because again, he's just honestly a really fun character to play in this game. And especially because I love being able to play DPS. I love being able to provide a lot of damage and, you know, help out my team with a lot of more kills. But I still just kind of struggled in some aspects as a DPS, that, especially in the rank setting, that at least in... That sucks. Was not expecting that guy to be there. And that's where with the Wolverine, you definitely have to be careful, because, you know, if they get you and drag you right in the middle of their team, good luck. But he's definitely one of the most creative tanks you can play right now in the game. His abilities, his kit is honestly a lot of fun. I think it's definitely worth the play. For anybody, ain't no way this dude chased me. I might be dead. I was not expecting him to go for me. But I mean, and that's actually one thing I was gonna say. He just slammed the Psylocke. But it's one of those things that I've loved with Thor is he feels very much like a character that, in a sense, kind of can be like Captain America, where it's like, hey, look at me, to get some of the heat off of your other teammates, your other tank, maybe even supports a little bit, because in the presence of somebody who can make him a real menace, you will really be a problem for... I had never even thought of that. Actually, never even thought of that before. Utilizing him as a way to... Aw, dang it. But utilizing him in a way that can really be a way to take him off of like a Wolvie there. I'd never even thought about that, but okay, good to know actually. To help out any teammates, could be helpful with supports, your other tank. I never had thought of that. Huh. Even I'm learning something new today. All right. How about that? It's like, how about that? Don't do that though. Don't do that. I was trying to zoom in with my little footpad, but it was not working. I'm gonna back up just a little bit. I'm a little bit low. Get a little healed. Ooh, we are. Ooh. We are down. I think 2 people right now. One thing that I think is really good to do is try and maintain at least one hammer to be able to get out fast if you need to, because now you're throwing your hammer now does not get you does not count as one of your the 3 hammers that you see. I think it's Thor Force. I believe that's what it's called. I believe it's Thor Force. So it's a nice little way to always have a way out if you dove in too far, anything like that, which is always nice. Our invis is hurting. I'm gonna be hurting. Oh, that didn't count. Dang it. But there is a little bit of a cooldown on his hammer toss to get in there. So it definitely just kind of depends. But again, I mean, probably in a scenario where you're on offense, he's definitely better. Even defense, though, again, it just comes down to who's playing him. And, you know, go from there. And with that, we've officially hit Lord Thor. Let's go. That is officially my Groot, Strange, Magneto, Psylocke, Spidey. My 6th Lord. I still do not have any supports Lord yet. I have 2 on Centurion, but I haven't really needed to, well, not that I haven't needed, but I just haven't really played as much strategist. But I do play them if needed to. Let's go. Honestly, this is such a really cool Lord icon. I love that. And so we now officially have the icon. Let's try our next game out as Lord Thor. Maybe like run 1 or 2. Maybe get a domination match. There you go. But even then, it's very much a lot of fun.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Gosh dang it, of course I'm needed to play as... Okay. Alright, that previous game we just loaded into, I had to play healer. So, now we're back, and oh gosh, it's this one. It's this one. But, you know what, again, different scenario where we get to try different things. Try out Thor in different scenarios, see how the game goes. And just really enjoy, you know, having the Lord icon now. Now that we're not joining midway. So, yeah. But, again, Thor can be utilized in so different scenarios. Oh, that Lord icon. Oh! Let's use the one where the dude is built like a fridge. This guy just has his abs out there for days. My gosh. Honestly, Thor has some of the, like, I know they just brought in one from, where he looks like a... I forget Loki's background, but he just looks like what are they called? I forgot now. But he looks like one of Loki's families, or one from Loki's family. I can't remember though. Unless he just looks like an abominable snowman. I couldn't tell you. I don't know full lore on Marvel, and I do apologize on that. But it's just one of those things where, like, that's kind of actually the one skin I'm like, I don't know. Like, maybe if I had the points, I'll get it. But it's not one I'm going to just purchase points to do it. Maybe if it was, like, on sale and going from there, you know, we'll kind of see. But, yeah, go from here. We got people leaving as we come and go. We got a lot of people leaving, so that's great. Okay. Oh, it's a great start. Now, Rumble is one I see they have a penny, so this is going to be one of those, like, oh, we're going to get to see how this plays out with a penny right now. Now, unfortunately, like, we're going to have to... This might be a little rough, because, again, we don't have any healers. Because they all just left. But, kind of one of those we might play more in their back line for the moment. Because I cannot go in there without getting absolutely hammered from the mines. So if I can kind of play outside of that range, we're going to have to do that. Because getting into Penny's mine, unfortunately, now this word could be good where I take Penny. But with the entire team there, it's going to be very difficult to do. If we had a moment where probably we had a full team lining up right there, probably could have taken them out. But because we kind of like 3 people just leave, it's a little bit of a late start. But I mean, it's a mix of just how you want to play Thor. I feel it's being in their back line, being up in their face, distracting them, being like, "Hey, focus me." I think it really very much depends on the kind of matchups you're going against and the teams, or just what the enemy teams are doing, stuff like that. Because of course, with Penny, we are very CC vulnerable here, and it's relying a lot more on DPS to take out those mines. Now I could use my Awakened State for it, but it's kind of like, I kind of see it as if we can get a chance to take away Penny early, that's huge. She's probably going to very much be an emphasis in this fight, or in early fights, because we need her off. Because Penny is definitely a huge burden we do not want on the line, because she'll really stop us. I think probably has the most maybe counter potential to a Thor, just because of the amount of, again, the mines, everything like that. It's just it's difficult. It's very hard, because just a little grab and snatch like that, it's kind of like taking out. Now a Gambit ult and a Gambit ult combined with anything can be very dangerous. Or we're just gonna kind of wait it out a little bit and focus on. Come here, little Jeffy. All right, well, Penny's back, unfortunately. Now Gambit's very much one where he's very difficult to take out because he has that movement ability. But probably not the best use of my ult there, but it was worth a try. I thought he would have been low enough to get him. But you know what? That got the healers away from Penny, so a little bit of a bright side there. Where sometimes you're not always going to get kills from it. But if it can do the... Oh, okay, that's another one that's honestly rough to go against Mr. Fantastic. That's fun. Okay, they still got Penny. I mean, if they get rid of Mr. Fantastic... Or Fantastic's one of those I feel like you're never really going to encounter a lot of those guys, so you won't necessarily have to worry too much. But when you do, you do have to be careful because his grabs do suck. And especially when you're trying to grab out, if you're trying to get out of a situation there and really avoid... Okay, my backline might need more help now because I think Mr. Fantastic is kind of up all in their face. I am super low, though I don't really think I can help out right now. Because a good Fantastic can really cause problems, so it's probably why I'll need to focus on probably getting Fantastic out, because I mean the dude is basically a pseudo tank. You can't tell me otherwise. But focus on getting rid of that. Now I believe too they do have triple heals, so that's also one where it is a little rough. So again too, like a lot of things come down to matchups. Where even I'm trying to see what's the best approach here. Thank goodness fall damage is not a thing on that part. But we still have a chance to win this, but it's definitely one of those where, you know, Penny makes it rough. Triple support, again, just depends if they're also helping each other defend against you. If they patty cake, it's definitely not the easiest time getting in their back line. And then stuff like that, like getting pulled back, and especially Invis. Invis got a good buff this season where, not necessarily her pull, that's just something she can always do, but again, now she can defend herself a little bit. She's probably one of the most incredibly difficult supports to go against now. And it comes down to really utilizing your combos, and even maybe having help to get her kind of go through some of abilities. That's the one thing. Sometimes I need to start focusing on the crosshair. Oh, I'm probably gonna die here. That's a lot of penny mines. I don't know whose is whose. Okay. Thor's dash is really nice because you can just go plow through some people. Alright, let's see if we can kind of come together now and get this squared away. Still gonna be triple support. It's still got Venom and then Penny. I don't see them switching off of that. And Pennies are definitely ones you gotta look out for this season. I've had a lot of games where if Penny's not banned, it is the most horrifying game to go against or to play. Just because of stuff like that. And even if I just want to take this time to... Might have been a waste of an ult right there, to be honest. Oy. Yeah, they are just absolutely dominating. Absolutely dominating. It's a good group. They're working together. The supports are right on top of each other, so it's kind of hard to single one out. That it's one of those. Hey, this team is just really solid right now. And really, it's just one of those where a good solid lineup doesn't matter how good you are. But again, I'm no pro at this game, but it comes down to playing together, right? Can't believe they gave that man. They gave this guy that dumpy. That dude already owned the whole bakery. Now he owns the whole block. My gosh. But for sure, like one of those where Thor again is one of my. He's just a lot of fun. Even, you know, unfortunately, if you lose, it's about having fun. And he's one of those like I could just kind of shut off my brain sometimes and just play when I'm doing quick matches and not necessarily comp. That's where you need to be a little bit more strategic. But he's a lot of fun. I do really enjoy playing Thor. I'm glad they revamped him a good bit, and it's been a lot of fun to really utilize him again after some changes and things that I feel like he needed to be more viable. I definitely wouldn't say he's meta. I feel like Mag's the one this season that's like more of like the guy. Even Rogue is very good to go against. Emma still top up there, but a good Thor can really make things difficult. And so I can't wait to get better with him. Maybe even after I get like Lord videos of certain characters, I'll bring some videos back of playing these guys and just having fun. You know, maybe even some comp ones. I don't play comp by myself, though. I do run with one of my friends as a duo. Possibly you might be getting a trio here real soon, so maybe we'll see. So we'll see. We shall definitely see. It just kind of depends. It's nice to kind of have, like, other people to be good with and to play as. So this is another scenario where I'm solo taking, but we do have 3 supports or strategists here. We got an Iron Man, a Spidey, and then a Mantis, Adam, and a Gambit. It's kind of one of those. Well, right off another penny. Yay. So kind of, again, you're kind of seeing that we're really getting a lot of, I didn't want to charge in there till I... But again, that Awakened State, really huge. Getting some of those squishies out there. I think there was a Rocket revive. They got a Moon Knight. Can't really go in there without risking death, so I'm not even going to go anywhere near that. I'm just going to have to wait for them to kind of come to us at least a little bit. Fall back. Since apparently we are down a lot of people. Were we down our entire supports? Could be even a little way to get rid of those mines. Ooh. one of those, unfortunately, there's just not really people for me to kind of get up in there with. Oh, hang on. Alright. Get another one of those where, unfortunately, because I have no way to really defend myself, I have to be very careful about how I approach some of these fights. But honestly, focusing, getting rid of her mines, I do enjoy that. That way, it's a way to be like, hey, you have that range, you have that capability. It's just if you're going to utilize it. Now, it's just, it also depends. There are some really good aggressive pennies I have seen, and I'm like, oh man. So it really just depends on playstyle. It really, like, that's what's really unique about games like this, and, you know, Rivals, and even Overwatch. Like, you see different playstyles of how these characters are used, where it's like, oh no, this is how you want to utilize them. Nope, this is actually the way you want to. Maybe this, maybe that. There's so many choices that it just depends how you think, how you approach it. How would you go about with some of these characters? And that's like what's really neat. I'm gonna fall back a little bit. I'm not gonna try and fight that. Oh well, never mind. We're fighting it. Let me see if I can kind of get. Now, what's really nice with Gambit's ult is being able to really get in their face with that team up. Just really get into their faces with Gambit. My duo in ranked, sometimes he'd play Gambit, I'd play Thor, and when he would ult on me, we would just charge that back line. And really just, unless they have a counter to it, they don't have much of a answer to it. Kind of see if I can take the brunt of that damage. Since we're down a healer. Okay, we got a Namora now. Nice. Ooh, okay, hang on. I am a little low.
Is this the part where the crowd starts singing?
So this is, I feel like this has definitely been one where I'm kind of just, I'm not necessarily the one being like, hey, come get me. It's more so me just being like, hey, I'm going to kind of be the line between our support, between our supports and, yeah, I'm kind of that line between our supports and their team, the enemy team, just because, again, I'm the only tank. And so it's a little bit more of a, oh my gosh, I'm probably gonna die here. Just because, again, we don't have a shield tank. We have a lot more offensive DPSs. Although now we have a Punisher. So we lost Adam. So it definitely kind of varies. Unfortunately, they were able to come back from that with that big push of everything. This might be a little bit more rough now because we're not going to have as much support, especially against some of these. Ah, I wish there was a way I could float. Can't get in there. I can't get him. Oh man, I think Spidey just got stopped on his ult. I'm hitting the entire cart and not even. I'm hitting the cart and not the people. Sometimes I get so focused looking at the character or like the person, I'm not even paying attention to my crosshair. That's one of my biggest downfalls, and I think why I need a little bit more work on DPS, because I focus so much on the character, the person I'm trying to kill, and not on where my crosshair is. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I feel like it's why I struggle in games like Valorant. So it's just, and maybe it's the reason why I love my up close and personal guys, because I can just be like, hey, here I am. If I miss, then that's really bad. Oh, jeez. All right, hiding again.
Pulse charge. Fire.
Is he chasing me? Yes.
They hit a checkpoint.
He very much is.
Good time to stop them.
Now, I kind of at least want to have one game where you win for this video. But it is one of those where I also still think where, unfortunately, Thor's not always the best solo tank. He's definitely I think a better scenario of 2-tank. I'm not saying he can't do it, but it definitely is a little bit more difficult. It does come down to relying more on your DPS. And because we don't really have a... Well, we do have a defensive ult, defensive support ult with Mantis, but it's not the strongest one you could have, of course. Ooh, we're gonna hide under here for right now. Okay. Maybe we should focus more on the game. Alright, we at least got our ult back. Just gotta hold for about 2 minutes. We can do this. But again, Mantis... Well, now we got Invis. Okay, so it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. Like, where'd this guy go? Oh, I might be dead. Yep. And they're also doing a lot of damage. They got a Punisher. They got a Star-Lord. Definitely not the best DPSs to go against because they will just eat up your health. So it definitely varies. And these are good players. They're solid. Can't go wrong with that. I'm gonna let that guy do his thing. I'm gonna let that guy do his thing. Where is he? Where's this? Ah, of course I timed it with a Gambit ult. Yeah, they're eating us up. Eating us up. That is probably better to even go. I don't even know. This probably would be one of those scenarios where triple support's your ideal goal here, because they got a lot of damage. But even then, it's just one of those. We're seeing so many pennies. A penny is a very tough to go. Even though, actually, I would say penny wasn't really the issue going against this one. It was just really just so much damage going on. And it's just, wow. One of those where it's all over the place. Like it varies. Again, too, it also depends on your team. So there's just so many variables in these kind of games where, you know, you'd be playing great. Yeah. But it is what it is. It's about having fun. So maybe my coffee doesn't fall. This little domination won't be the winner. I at least want to win one game in this video.
I'm not judging.
Goodness. You know what? Let's bring out. I got so many skins of Thor. You know, I don't know. I liked the skin at first, but after using it, I feel like his like cloak or cape, it takes up so much of the screen that it's so much in your face that it's very difficult at times to utilize that. So kind of one of those things I wanted to mention too with Thor's movement. Being able to do this, now you can kind of like... Oh, okay. Don't judge that. All right, don't judge that. All right, but like essentially like 180 And so being able to, what I've tried to learn to practice is being able to really get ahead of an enemy and then bring them back, get a little bit of separation from a team, utilizing your dash to really separate a tank, a DPS, a support,
3, 2,
whether you're with another diver or anything like that. That's where it does come down to communication is huge.
mission area.
Where playing these games solo, you know, there's going to be some tough parts about it.
I mean, I've made it to the big
And even me, I know I need to improve on finding that people to separate. Gosh, another penny? Can we have one game without a penny? I guess, you know what? It's one of those, you got to adapt with it, right? I'm like, can we do it without a penny? Oh, we got another.
Looks like the mission area is yours to
Things about fantastic. Yep, here we go. Oh, I wanted to take him away from that health pack. But that way we could kind of rob him away, take him for ourselves, and, you know, maybe help out with me in that game at getting him. Ooh. Oh, gosh. That's one thing. You got to be careful. Don't lose where your team is a little bit. All right, there we go. It really comes down to the penny player on how they play. Sometimes it also depends if your DPS is able to get rid of those mines that Thor can work against a penny. I think it is also very much a situational based. It depends the game mode and how that penny's utilizing their traps. I think Emma, you know, Emma, I think is a good way to get rid of a Thor. But again, it very much comes down to if that Emma is focusing you and just going from there, right? I think it very much depends on just what these teams are doing to really counter you. I'm like seeing a invis by herself. But they did take point, which sucks. Kind of want to get back to my team. That way I'm not by myself.
You've captured more than
Where
half of the
are...
mission area. Keep going.
Okay, so we got a Mantis and a Gambit again. Don't think it's the same people. Oh, yeah, see, like, so anything like that. Running into a Emma when she's past her diamond form, really good. So it just very much depends on matchups, but that was good by Emma to be able to do that.
now.
Domination, I feel like, is a really great one for Thor too, because his ult's very much about being on the point. Or I don't even like this going right into them. You're by yourself. There we go. Focus that. Whee. Focus that penny. Squirrel Girl's actually one that I've also had trouble with at times. Kind of like, where's our heals at a little bit? That's also a really good cloak move right there. Really good cloak move. I was like, where are the heals? But again, too, I think it just depends how you want to play these characters. There's so many different ways. Everyone's very creative on how they approach these games, and play how you want to play. It's always nice to watch other people and get some ideas and see what you can do to. Oh, see, yeah, that's horrible. That's probably one of the most worst moments right there. That penny getting grabbed by Emma, dropped onto a penny minefield. Horrible. That's one of the most ruthless moments right there to go against in this game. Definitely a very ruthless moment. That was a great grab too. Wow. Great grab by that Emma. I'm like, come on, team. I at least want to win one game in this video. Just one game, please. All right.
My brother Loki imperils not just Asgard, but all the realms.
Okay, we got Hawkeye. Or Spidey is 2 and 5. That's not the most
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
intriguing thing, but you know, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. At least 9 and 3.
Would fetch a hefty price on the black market.
Plus, I love Thor's emotes.
Mighty Mjolnir cannot be lifted by brigands and thieves.
Love Thor's emotes.
World, Gambit can't find a way to lift.
I don't even know which MVP I have on for him.
The battle starts in 5, 4,
I don't know.
3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Not too sure. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. It's the win right here. All right, we got to win this round. Still fantastic. Still Penny. Still Emma. Seeing a lot of the same. I was kind of just hoping I would get that kill, but wow, we got it. Okay, nice. Slam. Oi. Need to kind of. There we go. Now, unfortunately, that I'm the only tank, I kind of have to make sure healers don't get just left behind. So that's one thing I'm going to have to kind of play a little bit more frontliney here. Just because I'm not going to try and leave them alone. Don't know what... Don't really know what that cloak was doing. But again, finding that singular person, go for it. Get them. Like Penny by themselves. Being able to get... Oh, fantastic, dead. I was like, where'd he go? Being able to just find those people that are by themselves, that's huge. Because as a Thor and in the awakened state and just applying so much pressure, probably about 9, maybe 80%, just depends who you're 1v1ing. You're going to beat them out. Oh. That was good. I was hoping they wouldn't look up. I was like, I see people by themselves and not in that. Oh, let's see if we can waste it a little bit. At least maybe buy my team a little bit of time. Maybe not. We'll see if that play was worth it. I probably could have ulted maybe a little bit sooner. And so now, honestly, we're probably going to need a little bit more help on the back line because we have an Angela. And I don't know how much our Bucky is focusing them personally. Ooh, that's not good. I'm imagining a score roll is going to come in real soon. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Gosh. You know what? That's fine. Bring me back over here. Let's put pressure on point. Ah. Nope. Where'd she go? Nope. But very much just in their face, causing chaos. Oh, I thought I had charged on my hammer at least a little bit. Nope. Let me help out our cloak here so she's not alone. Yeah, there it is. That's not us, actually. That is not us. Even trying to get people away from ults could be very helpful. Oh, that is us. That's not us. See, she got away from her team. Got away from the ults. They left the point. That's huge. That is huge. But I really do enjoy just like applying that pressure as Thor. I think it's a great time, and it probably helps that they got rid of Penny.
I will dare the very
So
gates of
we can
hell
kind
to
of
save Asgard.
be more aggressive now. We're not worrying about being CC'd as much. I think even Emma's gone. No, Emma's still in the game. But just we have so much, a little bit more wiggle room to be a little bit more aggressive as Thor, which is nice because now I don't have to play a little bit more back. I can actually get into people's faces. I can actually apply pressure, single person or two out, and just go from there. At least how I kind of see it. I don't know if I'm executing that plan as well, but we're at least trying. But at least we saw a little bit there where, you know, we took Fantastic on by himself. Of course, he has his little inflatable SpongeBob moment, just. But outside of that, we've been able to really take on any 1v1 and be just fine. It just very much depends on who you're going against. And of course, some help every now and then too. We got our ults. They got a Bucky now. Got server admin Bucky. That's great. Get rid of that guy. Oh, I'm probably gonna die. Yep. That's the thing. When you get CC'd by an Emma or Penny, man, and she packs a punch. She packs a wicked punch where it hurts. It hurts. It definitely hurts. So they still got Angela. Got Emma. Honestly, probably want to avoid Emma. If I can kind of put some pressure back here. Even help out Spidey a little bit getting into that back line. But let's get rid of Fantastic here. Never mind. Ooh. Bucky trying to get us. Got a support by themselves. Oh, I missed. Gosh dang it. Nope. Trying to see who would be good to go after right here. Am I about to get grabbed? No. But unfortunately, I did not do good on protecting my support right there. Or supports, I should say. But we'll back off, kind of let our team regroup, and then go from there. Okay, we're back. Well, we have triple support now, actually. There we go. Take one out by themselves. Especially while one of their supports is... There we go. See if I can get rid of server admin Bucky here. Whoop. At least with that, she was focused on me. I'm gonna capture this point because they're kind of focused on... Feel bad for letting our support die right there, but I was like, we didn't capture point yet. So that way we can acquire as many points as we can. Maybe kind of wait. Separate Bucky if we can get rid of that guy. Okay, now they've gone triple support. Which I'm not really surprised. I'm out of my hammer. This is just ult galore right now. Oh, I'm slowed. Oh, wow. I've never seen that before, actually. I was slowed in my ult from Bucky. Because usually you can move a little bit faster. Wow. I've never seen that before, actually. Oh, Strange, you are the goat. Well, that Jet is low. Get rid of. Nope. Nice. I think that's a W. That's a W. 31-6. I think it's a great way to close out. 31-6. I like it. I like it.
Another epic victory. Big win.
It's a good way to win. Good way to close out the video. That's the kind of game you want as Thor. I do love that MVP. I do love that MVP. I mean, that's pretty darn sick. But thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed a little bit of gameplay as Thor. Definitely, as we're about to enter Season 6, one of my favorite tanks in the game. If not, honestly, my favorite tank right now. And, you know, I say definitely worth a try to get into. Honestly, he's just a lot of fun. I love playing Thor. He's definitely, I think, one of the most... he's one of the tanks that I feel like he can be so creative and very innovative with how you play him. And just have a lot of fun. Be in people's faces. Really just toss your hammer around. Cause some chaos. And it's a great time. I will probably get ready for a Captain America video soon. Because he's another one that I've been really enjoying. I'm trying to get that combo down for him, though. But he's been another one that I've been really enjoying playing again. And just seeing, you know, how the rest of the series continues to go, how the game continues to adapt and go out. But again, till then, Texas Myler, signing off, and may the goodness be with you always. Happy grinding and Rivals. Best of luck to you out there, and boy, good luck at some of these games sometimes. I feel it. I feel it too. But take care, y'all. Bye.